one other thing I wanted to say, which is you've heard two versions of this question, at least two versions of this question. There's what would you like to happen, which is the version I tend to use with international audiences. And the original Grovian question is, what would you like to have happen? What I'd like to do very briefly is unpick the question and contrast it to some of the questions that might otherwise be used. So if we think of an ordinary facilitation, and you've done, let's say you've done an away day with a group, and you reach in the end, and we've got all of this. What question would you ask the group? A lot of facilitators would ask a question like, right, we've got all of this. What are we going to do?
Now what?
So yeah, you might do a what, so what, now what? So bunches of different questions could be asked about that kind of thing. This one is different on a bunch of levels. And agency is at its heart. So if you take the whole question, and, the word and means that you're going to build on whatever's just happened. In contrast to the word so, which may be a judgment or may not be a judgment. So the first thing is and. Then repeat back, which, as we know, makes you sound intelligent, makes them think that you like them and that you are like them, all of that good stuff. And when, what, signifying a question, would, signifying future, you, it's about you, not about me, like, pause. So that's the first phase of question. And, when, problem, what would you like? That's the bit that does the heavy lifting of this question. Then, to, either to happen or to have happen. Either happen or have happen, both pay attention not to what you're going to do, but to, if you like, the vision, the end goal. Where are we going with all of this? Some of which you may be able to do and act on yourself, but actually we're getting a bit more eyes on the prize than that. And that's true of both happen and have happen. If we then break down what's the difference between the have happen and the happen, and when, problem, what would you like to have happen? So that, what would you like to have? It's actually, that's the hypnotic part coming in. It's actually asking, what would you like to gain? What would you like to win? The happen is almost an extra.